Welcome back to the news tonight. Well, the Madras High Court today asked Magistrate Court to send a report on the alleged dishonor killing of Vinod Kumar, a Dalit boy from Chennai, who had eloped with the Hindu girl Lakshmi, his neighbor. The family of Vinod Kumar sought re-post-mortem when the police closed the case as an accident. Based on the re-post-mortem and evidence provided by the police, the second bench of the Madras High Court today asked several questions to the police and the district judiciary. The court had asked the Magistrate Court to file a report to the High Court by Friday.
கலப்பு திருமணம் செய்து கொண்ட தம்பதிகளை காவல்துறையினரும் பெண் வீட்டாரும் சேர்ந்து கொலை செய்து ஆக்சிடென்ட் என்று கூறிவிட்டார்கள். ஆனால் நீதிமன்றம் அதாவது எல்பி தர்மார் அவர்களும் ஹரிபரந்தாம் அவர்களும் இது கொலை என்று அறிவதற்கான அதிகாரப்பூர்வ சான்றுகள் அதிகமாக உள்ளதால் நாங்குநேரி மாஜிஸ்ட்ரேட் அவர்களை உடனடியாக ரிப்போர்ட் தாக்கல் செய்யுமாறு கூறியிருக்கிறார்கள். அந்த உத்தரவை டெலகிராம் மூலமாக கொடுப்பதற்கு நாங்குநேரி மாஜிஸ்ட்ரேட்டுக்கு இன்று உத்தரவிட்டுள்ளார்கள்.
While leading Kollywood actor Vijay is playing the right trump cards to inch closer towards his political ambitions ahead of his rally at Nagapattinam on Tuesday, Vijay has issued a statement saying that the state government should put an end to the sufferings of Tamil fishermen. He said this ahead in the rally was an attempt to attract international attention to the killings of fishermen. He said it was an effort on his part to tell the world that if any Tamilian is attacked anywhere in the world, the Tamils would be united in raising their voice against such acts. He called upon the public also to participate in the large numbers at the rally to showcase Tamil unity for the cause of Tamil fishermen. Well, the controversial godman Premananda, serving double life imprisonment for rape and murder, died at a private hospital in Chennai this afternoon. The Sri Lankan-born spiritual leader awaiting a liver transplantation passed away owing to acute liver disease. Premananda was admitted to the Stanley Hospital and later shifted to the Global Hospitals in Health City. And this after following the request of his family members for better medical care.
Mr. Swami Premananda, he has been admitted in Global Hospital Health City, Chennai on 15th of this month. And he has been referred from Government Stanley Medical College for acute liver failure management. So when he got admission here, he was totally unconscious. He required ventilatory support. And the initial evaluation showed that he requires urgent liver transplantation.
And let's now bring the big deals from the business sector on Business Line. While Mukesh Ambani has inked a $9 billion agreement with British Petroleum, and under which the British Petroleum will get 30% in the 23 oil and gas blocks that Reliance operates in India. Now, future investment in the venture will be to the tune of $20 billion. The partnership will combine British Petroleum's world-class deep water exploration and development capabilities with Reliance's project management and operations expertise. Well, as part of NDTV Hindu's budget series, where we are taking up the voices of the different sections of Chennai's people, we spoke to a few real estate developers to get an idea of changes they would like to see in this year's budget. Take a look.
Well, now the real estate space or the realty sector is a very, very important component of any economy, and India is no different. But ever since the bubble burst in the year 2008, things have been wary. People have been cautious about this industry on various accounts. But the developers and the promoters feel that given the right trigger, especially in the context of the budget that is just around the corner, things could change for the better. So let's talk to a few developers and get a sense of what they are demanding or rather expecting from Finance Minister Pranab Mukherjee.
Right now, you can just get a rebate on up to 1,25,000 rupees on interest paid and 25,000 on your principal paid. What I'm suggesting is to move it to 5 lakhs and 1 lakh as principal, so that at least people up to the limit of about 40 lakhs to 45 lakhs of loan on a 20-year paper, they are covered. So we'll have more people moving out of the rented houses and moving into their own apartments. If there are these items, if the import duties can be cut, then it would help a lot in making these buildings faster, cheaper, more economically friendly, environmentally friendly and economically more viable. And obviously whatever savings that we do, we can pass it on to the customers as well and make the houses more cheaper. The FDI people have got a little wary on whether to invest or not. Now, first of all, they are taking a risk on the city, on its consumption pattern, on the pricing, on various factors, and putting in money out here on trust. Now, if for any reason, if they cannot take their money out, then why should they be investing here? Now, we have to change, we have to make it more that these people are more comfortable in putting their money in and they can easily take it out.
Well, a total of 306 people attempted to rewrite the world record for the most number of people solving a Rubik's Cube together at the Pragyan 2011, which is the annual Techo Management Fest of NIT. The event was an attempt to better the existing Guinness World Record set by 134 schoolboys from Dr. Challin's Grammar School in England, who solved the Rubik's Cube in 12 minutes in March 2010. The Asia Book of Records acknowledged the feat, while the representatives of India Book of Records issued certificates to organizers on the spot along with an acknowledgement with it. Well, after answering the call of duty at the World Cup opener versus Bangladesh, MS Dhoni answered the call of his homeland Jharkhand this weekend. Dhoni paid a visit to the 34th National Games on in Ranchi to meet the athletes there. Let's take a look.
Isn't the World Cup on right now? What's MS Dhoni doing in Ranchi then? Relax, the skipper hasn't forgotten about India's aim of winning the cup. He swung by his hometown to cheer on the athletes at the 34th National Games. MSD had promised he would try and pay a visit if he was given permission by the ICC and the BCCI, and he kept his word. It was no big surprise really that MSD created quite a huge stir with his presence. While Dhoni got special permission to catch some downtime, the rest of the Indian team arrived in Bangalore, the venue of their next encounter versus England on the 27th. With Haribans in Ranchi, in New Delhi, Akash Dasgupta for NDTV.
And that's all from me at the moment, and I'll see you again at 10 with more news and updates. Stay with us until then.